All right, everybody. Welcome to Landscape Rescue. There's been a lot of new folks on the channel that have joined us in the past couple days, and I just wanted to say welcome. I hope I don't disappoint you. But I also said welcome to the Landscape Rescue. You might not be impressed, but you won't be disappointed. Welcome to Landscape Rescue, everybody. Okay, I wanted to address some issues we're having with the Tordon discussion. There has been a lot of comments asking me if it will kill something. And I'm a big analogy guy. You're brand new, I get it. You don't know the analogies yet. So here's some analogies. Picture a dichotomous key. You know what those are? Those are like in forestry, we'll use it. It will say, is the tree opposite? Yes, go to page 13. Does the tree have simple leaves? Yes, it does. Go to page 14. Does the tree have alternate leaves? Yes, they're alternate. And then eventually you work your way down, you figure out what the plan is. Dichotomous key. Okay, great tool. I'm going to use one for Tordon. Will Tordon kill? Go to page 13. There's no blank. It just says, will Tordon kill? Go to page 13. You go to page 13, there's one word. Yes. Okay, does that make sense? It will kill the thing, whatever the thing is. And if you suck on that thing like a baby bottle, it'll probably kill you too. Tordon is not fun stuff. It will kill everything. If you have trees that are intertwined root-wise underneath the ground, right? You know, steeple, blah, 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 see all the people, that sort of thing, intertwined, it will kill the other trees that are attached to that if you use too much and there's Tordon left over and it starts leaking out of the roots. If you use an itsy bitsy amount on a stump and stand back and observe, you with me? You stand back and observe and you start seeing some little suckers, hit it again. It's like that one time my ex-girlfriend gave me arsenic and I came back from it. Boom, I'm back. My personality type. You love me or hate me. And if you hate me, you want to kill me. It is what it is. In this hypothetical situation, right? I come back from the hospital. She puts more arsenic in my applesauce and I eat the applesauce up, right? Because I'm a trusting individual. And everybody makes mistakes and I believe in second chances. Nope, shouldn't have done that. I ate more arsenic. I'm not making it through round 2. And that's what we're gonna do with Tordon. We're going to cut that sucker off, right? And we're gonna, a little tiny bit on a Q-tip, and we're gonna hit those suckers again, right? It's not making it through round 2. I mean, I don't know the tree that we're using this on, but it kills everything. So round 2 is gonna be a really, really detrimental round. Another analogy to just help people digest how Tordon works. Tordon is like Thanos.
You should have gone for the head.
Okay, we'll for the geeks in the room, Thanos from Endgame would kill half of the entire population of a planet. Tordon is twice as deadly as Thanos. Are we there yet? Because it kills 100% of the stuff. Tordon is like a Marine, a United States Marine infantryman. Very good 100% success rate when it comes to killing stuff. I mean, in this scenario, you don't end up pregnant, but you know, it's like Tordon. Marines are like Tordon, except they, you know, Tordon won't get you pregnant. Those are all my analogies for Tordon. I hope that cleared stuff up. Now I want to give you an alternative. I want to give you an alternative to Tordon in a situation like we're dealing with here. I have stuff all in the place, all over the place in here. There is little elm trees. There is little hackberry. There's some wild cherry over here. There is euonymus, that vine euonymus that I always make fun of at Lowe's. Like, why would anybody buy this? This is the silliest plant to buy. Let me show you. This stuff is all over the place. It's everywhere over here. I've ripped the majority of it off of this tree and somebody has gone in and cut it back because they don't want it climbing on the tree. I get it. It's stupid. It is evergreen though. So they've cut this back. Well, it still just reflushes. It comes back stronger. It comes back thicker. We need to get rid of it. So I've just ripped the majority of it out of the ground. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna kill it. We're gonna kill it dead and berries. But I don't wanna risk Tordon because I don't want to hurt the pin oak. They're brittle enough as it is. I do not wanna hurt the redbud, okay? There's things over here that I don't want to contaminate. I believe I could do it successfully. I'm just telling you, I believe that I could do it successfully. But I need to show you an alternative. I need to show you how to use it. I might not necessarily need to risk it. If it was a tree up against the foundation of my house and there was nothing else over there, I would do my Q-tip method with Tordon, right? I wouldn't worry about it. This situation, however, I might not want to do that. I might not want to take the risk. Let's look at an alternative, and you guys can choose then if you want to nuke it or hit it with a sniper rifle, okay? All right, let's do it. Alternative, here we are. So what we're gonna need, a type of Roundup that's in concentrate. Any Roundup that's in concentrate form that you mix water with will work. This is something that I bought at Walmart or I got with a sprayer. I don't know, sometimes I need a sprayer. Buying Roundup and a sprayer is just as inexpensive, you know, those little combos that they have, as just buying a sprayer by itself. So sometimes I do that. So this is 18% active ingredient. Glyphosate is the active ingredient, 18%. This is QuikPro. This is what I like to use. It is also a concentrate. This is dry. This is liquid. 18% active ingredient, 73.3% active ingredient. Okay, so it's going to matter, but any concentrate will work. It's just a time frame thing at this point. What I like to do is I like to take the Code Red container that's rolling around on the floor of the work truck. I ask myself quite frequently, why don't I just do this off camera? For drama. So I have my little thing. I use these for everything. I'm going to take some Roundup and I'm going to put it in this little container. All right. Now this is very old. This is very old Roundup. And why don't we just put on our gloves? For the mama bears. I'm gonna put on my gloves for the mama bears. It has rained for 3 days straight and we had a horrible storm. So my gloves, I left them outside and they got wet. So I have to use baby gloves. All right, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of the concentrate in here. Just a little, just a dash. I don't need much. Then, since that's old, I'm gonna put some QuikPro in there. I don't need the measuring cup. I'm gonna put a little of that in there, let that dissolve. I don't really need the measuring cup, but it's just easy to pour. Then, I'm going to take some dish soap. This is the dish soap that I'm gonna get yelled at because I'm gonna forget to take it back into the kitchen. I'm gonna leave it on the front porch or over here or something. And I like to put dish soap in there because it gels it up and it just holds a little bit better. Gets absorbed a little bit better. I like to do that. So that is our concoction. I always carry a little paintbrush with me in case I get thrown in jail. I can put a little teardrop or something on my face, a little spider web, some quick just temporary tattoos so nobody messes with me in prison. Little pro tip, when you work with landscapers all the time, somebody's gonna go to jail. So now I've got this little concoction kind of mixed up, and see, the QuikPro is starting to dissolve in here. And it's pretty much all dissolved here now. So this is some deadly stuff, right? This is not good stuff. You don't wanna be spilling this anywhere, and that's why we're using the paintbrush. Okay, so now we've got our little concoction mixed up. Let's get our pruners out. Ta-da! And we're gonna get rid of some of this crap that I don't know how we're gonna get away from otherwise. Okay, let's do it. This is the little hackberry. I don't want to get pretty low. There is just nothing but euonymus all over the place. This is why I hate it when I see euonymus at Lowe's. Okay, so I cut it out, and then we're just going to use our paintbrush, and we're just gonna paint some of this on it. That's it. That's all it takes. This is not going anywhere. It is dead now. Not now. It just doesn't know it yet. And you can just stay on your, stay kind of crouched down and just get that in the cambium layer of all this stuff. I've used this technique with greenbrier. It works really good. Greenbrier, more greenbrier right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut the greenbrier. And this is just Bermuda all over the place, so if it dies, I don't care. Then we're gonna put a little of this. So say this was poison ivy. on a fence, you can just do this on that poison ivy. Is going to get rid of, there's a dandelion. We're going to plant some of that on the dandelion. You know, you don't have to spray it like a crazy person. That's not necessary. It's not really complicated. It's very simple, actually. We're working with precision. We're working with a sniper rifle, not a flamethrower. We don't have to use Tordon. Tordon works really good to just ensure I'm going to do it once or twice. Roundup, why wouldn't you always do it like this? I don't know. I don't know. You could do it like this. This works actually really, really well. There was the stump over there by that boxwood. I didn't know how intertangled those roots were, so I didn't use Tordon. But I tell you what, this is my veteran buddy's backyard. I'm going to use Tordon on those trees, right? I'm going to use Tordon on that tree, and I'm going to do it with this exact same technique. I'm going to be very deliberate because the risk to this giant tree is pretty high, okay? So when I do use Tordon, I am going to be careful. But here's the thing, it's expensive. So even if there isn't a risk, I'm still not gonna spray it all over the ground like some of these people are doing on YouTube right now. Because it's an artificial chemical in the environment and I don't want that. I also don't want the stump. Does that make sense? So I'm going to make some compromises to make sure that the stump doesn't come back. My name's Stuart Moore. This is Landscape Rescue. Thank you very much for letting me into your home, talk about plants.